Yeah, hi, welcome. Let's take a look at a interesting topic really, which is on negotiating styles. Now, if you're in sales, which most people listening to these videos are, you might be in mortgage sales, financial services sales, advising, you might be in any kind of selling situation. So you're a salesperson selling to consumers, businesses, whatever it is. You may have to get into the stage where you're going to have to do some negotiation. Now, negotiation itself, negotiation styles, this one's called. Now, a lot of people get confused with negotiation, but it's something you do once you've done the sale. But in consumer selling, you don't tend to get into negotiation. If you're doing B2B selling, you will do. It may well be that you're looking to market yourself to an estate agent, or you're looking to do you do a B2B sale, so you're selling to businesses, and maybe the product you're selling is quite a big ticket thing. Therefore, once you've done the sale, you've matched the needs to the requirements, and the customer says yes, then you start negotiating terms, conditions, and fees. But if you're a consumer-based salesperson, there may be situations where you have to negotiate to run your business, and I'm quite sure that is. What I want to show you a very simple visual here on how to negotiate. Now, it's got a continuum here for you. I love a continuum, don't you? They give you all sorts of ideas. And these are the two extremes of a negotiating style. And the first style is what we call a win-win. In other words, both you and the person you're negotiating with both get good outcomes. It's both get a real mutual advantage as well along the way. And then on the other side, of course, you've got a win, lose. And this is where you get a fantastic deal and the person you're negotiating with gets a pretty awful deal. Now, if you read any book about negotiation, they always say to you, you should always go for a win-win. And it's absolutely right if you're negotiating with somebody that you regard as long-term. So, for example, if you're negotiating with a client who you're going to be dealing with in the future quite a lot, then you will want to make sure that you both get a win-win, because you're going to have to keep that relationship going, aren't you? You can't screw them on every penny of the deal and expect to keep a good relationship going. So, I mean, I often negotiate with my corporate clients for future business, and I make sure we both get a win-win. So that's really important to do that as well. It could be that you're looking to partner with somebody, maybe an individual or a client, and again, you'll want to get a win-win. Win-win takes longer. You have to basically find mutual advantage for the two of you. On the other hand, though, you've got win-lose. Now, we're looking to get a car. I'm going to get a car once my mortgage has been approved. I don't want to get a car loan at this stage. Now, when I buy the car, I'm never going to see the car dealer again, apart from servicing. But it's all done computerised anyway. So I'm going to get the best deal I can. Of course I am. I'm going to go in there when the salesman is wanting to get their target. So I always buy the car on the 29th of the month. So the salesperson's well on threshold and they'll do any deal to get more money. Or prior to the new cars coming in, new registration maybe. That's when I'll do the deal. And I'll get everything I possibly can. We bought a house recently, put an offer in on our property here in Cheltenham. So we bought this house. Will we see the estate agent again? No. So we wanted to get the best possible deal we could, and we got, or Shelley, my partner, got 15 grand off the asking price. Really good, actually, really pleased about that. Obviously, we're going to deal with the agent, deal with the solicitor, but it doesn't really matter if they lose, the vendor. You still want them to do okay, of course you do, but you want to get sort of a win-lose-ish thing, but it's slightly along the way here, isn't it? I've got a client who I'm working with, an existing client, and I'm going to be doing some negotiating of my fee. This or next year. Now I'm going to go half and half with this one because I want to get a good deal, but I don't want it to be win-win because I want to increase my fees. But I've got to go quite hard with this client because they're quite low with their fee structure. So I've gone half and half there as well. A last example for you. In 2009, I remember having a terrible time because we had the recession then, didn't we? And I remember negotiating with a client at the time where I was really keen to get the work because I didn't have anything else in the diary. And I remember they got the win and I got the lose, but such I needed the work, so maybe I did win. So it can be the other way around as well, that if they don't want a relationship with you in the future, then they're going to try and get a really good deal. Now, unfortunately, when the recession went and the market picked up, I sacked the client. I wasn't going to carry on with that. I've never worked since. It left a little bit of a bad taste in the mouth, if you see where I'm coming from. Didn't like how they worked, but they wanted to get a good deal, and that's fine. So I tend to, on balance, my negotiating style tends to be in this arena, really. That's where I tend to go. Okay, I do the card. I don't like it. I hate it, actually, because I think everyone should get something out of it. So in business, the win-win is definitely the way you want to go with your negotiating style. So just a quick little example there of how you do it. Nice little way of thinking about win-lose or win-win. Hope that's been useful. Bye.